tough night, but you ran into probably the hottest shooting team in the country tonight here at Seton Center. They got on you early and just kept on the pressure through the game.
Yeah, that's what I said to Tony. I said, dang, you didn't miss tonight. I felt like if they would have shot it from the bench, they would have made it. And that's kind of how it was. Kudos to them. They came in ready, and they had a player off the bench, Keenan, who just came 7 threes. That's a dagger. That's a dagger when you have a player that comes in off the bench and just has one of those nights. And unfortunately for us, it was her night tonight.
Yeah, 17 was a program record for them. So just a night where, as you said, they couldn't miss.
Yeah, I felt like everything they put up went in. We said, okay, let's take away the 3. And I felt like for a minute there we took away the 3, and then they scored in the paint. So then we said we got to lock up in the paint, and then they went and scored 3s again. So it really, kudos to them. They made shots tonight for sure.
Yeah, and Coach, when you look at the box score, you did, in the end, out-rebound them 31-29. But looking down the rest of the box score, it's tough to find a place to try and to look at that and say, okay, well, fast break points they got on in transition a lot. The bench points were close, but Keenan obviously off the bench contributing a lot there. What do you tell your team after a game like tonight where it's just like nothing really went your way?
Yeah, we talked about a couple things. We said, hey, you know what? We played hard and fought to the end. So I was proud of our kids for that. We at least competed and still were trying to take charges when the game was way out of line. And we still were playing hard. It wasn't like our heads were down and we weren't fighting. So I was proud of that. And then I liked how we were scoring in the zone. Because when we struggled the other night at Butler, I thought we did a great job in this game of getting the right shots at the right time. But I said defensively, we got to clean up a lot of things. We got to have a better fight. We can't allow teams to come in on our home court and get buckets like that. And so we got to clean some things up defensively for sure in practice. But for them, they'll have a day off and finally can get a little rest, and then we'll be ready for a really good Georgetown team on Sunday.
They spread the floor really well on you offensively. And there's a lot of spacing out there. Was that different from the first meeting this year, or have they been doing that the whole time?
Yeah, that's their offense. They spread you out, and so we started in a zone just to maybe change things up, maybe keep them guessing, and they came in and hit some corner threes, so they got us right out of the zone pretty quickly. And then depending on our lineups, we were able to switch some screens, but I just felt like a lot of it was transition early on. They converted our turnovers into threes. And so we talked about clock management and just not falling into that trap of taking quick shots, because they were turning them into points for them.
Coach, I'm curious from a coaching perspective from your part. A lot of times you'll hear after a game like this, it's just you don't even watch it, you move on, or, something like that. Now, is this a game that's like that for you, where it's just like, hey, it wasn't our night, we just got to rebound and look forward to Georgetown? Or now, obviously, as a coach, you're going to watch and try and correct as many things as you can. But from a broader perspective, is this one of those things where, like, maybe you take a look at the film and you just say, hey, it wasn't our night, you move on? Or what do you look at out of this game?
Yeah, I think you look at, well, how did they get those shots? Were they contested? If they're contested and we have our hands up, I can live with that. That's a great shot. That was them making plays. But if they're open shots, and I know we gave up a lot of layups where there was nobody even near them. So we need to grow. So we'll definitely watch a lot of our defensive clips of allowing middle drives, what happened, or lack of communication, transition defense where they got open shots, no one was near them. So we'll still utilize this game to continue to grow and mature as a team.
On the offensive side, you did get 3 in double figures, and those 3 all are right around 50% from the floor, a little bit better tonight. So Ari was 17 and Kay with 14, and Shalana went 5 for 11. So some nice positive energy there for those 3, at least, coming out of this.
Yeah, I thought all their shots were good shots. They were open shots and they were confident shots. So I think that's a difference too. And they were in rhythm. I didn't think any of their shots that they took were out of rhythm. And that helps your percentage when you do that, for sure. But yeah, I thought we would have shot how it seemed because they shot so well. But I'm like, hey, we got in the 45%. That's a good shooting game for us, for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tough night. You get the regroup, and you get a Georgetown group in here, and you already mentioned that they're pretty good. So what challenges are they going to present for you?
Well, they're big. You know, they're big, they're long, they're strong, and they try to force you to play in the half court. So we got to be ready. Like I said, we'll take a much-needed day off after this little spurt we've been on, and then we'll regroup. We'll get to practice again, which is exciting for us. Get back in the lab and get back to work on Friday and Sunday, and we'll be ready and give our best shot on Sunday, senior night.
All right, Coach. Thanks so much.
Thanks, guys. Go X.